They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexis. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Brown will throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year. That has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment with expectations for this squad to end up like they did. A lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated. They better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12 championship, and it just didn't show up each and every week. This year, again, these guys look good from a height standpoint, a weight standpoint, a speed standpoint, but they've got to make plays, and it's got to start here today.
Grab near the marker, it's Wolf. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Brown wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
That was almost Bulls picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Off-play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's McClain. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Finds his man. It's Tyson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Levitt. He's got him in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hugo. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they got it at the 33.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the line. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, South Florida. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Levis. Got a man, it's McClain. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field.
There he goes. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, the big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Using his feet. That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Give to the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got a man, it's Moss. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Caught near the sticks, it's Tyson. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Toss sweep right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they could break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Nimrod. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quick completion on the out route. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Caught behind the line. It's Isaac. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulls!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. up.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. He fires to the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The DBs will back off a bit. Catch in the middle, it's Isaac. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Skips away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Back to throw time, running short in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Isaac. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Bulls will snap it on first and 10. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sullivan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Brown wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll close the gap to 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
On the snap, it's Udo. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Come on, there you go.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Hawaii. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Under fire. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Corner's going to give them room. That's caught. It's Alexis. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Bears the pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Levitt. Makes the catch, it's Hamilton. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right down the middle. It's complete. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the 2nd play, the 3rd play, because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then the next thing you know, you look up, and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it, fighting off the defender. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the back. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Hit as he throws. And that ball's incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Tyson. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brown wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Bulls are marching down the field. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. Going downfield for the big play. He makes the catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. And the Bulls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Bring in the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets rid of it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Working on the right. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. The 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long and who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
At the 35, he's open. Turning on the Jets. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Third down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill.
Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark second at the 14.
For first down.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Motion from the wideout. On the option. Power football with the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Wide open spaces. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to throw, it's Levin. That's caught, it's Hamilton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the tight end. It's complete to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
South Florida, 27.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right?
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
South Florida, 27.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll leave it with him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.